What's going on? Great to see you. Welcome to the very first video of my studio build series. You guys, I've been working on putting together my dream studio since March, and it is finally almost done. In these videos, I'm going to be sharing with you the entire process of building my dream studio right here in my house in Nashville. If you've been watching me for a while, you may recognize some of these studios, but I've always been renting, so none of them were permanent. Well, we bought a house in Nashville, and it's finally time to build a permanent studio. Stick around to the very end. I'm going to show you clips of a very embarrassing studio tour from 10 years ago. So welcome to my recording studio. It's actually the cringiest thing you've ever seen. By the way, as you watch the studio come together, you can watch Jacqueline get a little bit bigger. She's very pregnant throughout all of this. So come along for the ride and welcome to Studio Build Episode 1.
You want to cut the first board?
No.
Why not?
I don't know how to do that.
Pull the trigger and then lower it down. That's it.
Alright.
He cut his first board
I didn't even cut my fingers off.
at an angle. Alright, that was ready to go.
I don't like this.
The boss is here.
So welcome to the beginning of the studio build. We are doing the drum room right now. Steve is going to be in charge of just making it awesome and figuring out all the details. I don't know anything, and Steve is going to help me with everything. Here is my little family hanging out as well. And yes, this is gonna be the drum room, and we're working on the initial framing, so come along with us on this journey of building out my dream forever studio. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm not very handy, but in this entire process, I'm gonna do my best to learn as much as I can so that I can do this on my own.
So what we're doing now, we're going to frame the first wall. He decided to make this out of 2x6s, which I think is great. All the framing would be 2x6s and then insulated. But right now we just got David to do all the lines for where our 16-inch centers are going to be. These over here are studs. So we'll lay these on the floor, build the first wall, stand it up, and then he'll know what to do the rest, and I'll go home.
Do that 4 more times. Well, we have more than
But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 more times.
10 more times. All right. We are making great progress. It is 5:30 on day 1, and we have half the wood that we will need at the house. We've already done 2 trips to Lowe's. Really stoked. This is gonna be a really badass setup. I should not screw this up. We now have the door open into the main area of the studio. We have 3 walls coming together.
Both doors.
I see the vision. It's coming to life. It makes sense. All right, day 2 of studio construction. We framed out 3 of the walls yesterday. We have much to do. We're gonna build more walls. We might even finish the guitar amp room. So it's gonna be a big day. So you're saying that it's done?
Yeah, let's start tracking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up? I have a framed out room within a room. You hear the water heater over there? That is going to be blocked out. I'll give you a little bit of the tour. This is gonna be my main drum room. And as you can see, that's like my master bathtub upstairs. That's the master bedroom. I have all this space that I get to insulate. So that's my next step. I'm gonna insulate that. This is still so much work to do, but the electrical is in. This room is gonna be like the vocal booth. And I'll have to change this door out for something a little more pro. So I went and I rented a truck today, and now I'm going to be blowing in insulation with this big, heavy insulation machine. I'm gonna be blowing it into the attic above the media room. So this is like that little gap right above that I can't get into with like the insulation I like putting up, which is more of the like bats of insulation. Now to get this thing inside. Hello. How is it going? Jacqueline's going to help me, thanks. She's going to be feeding the machine. As sweet as that sounds. Feed the machine, and I'm going to be putting the insulation in the thing. We have no clue what we're doing. It's gonna be fun. Let's insulate. This one goes into a big cavern, and I have no clue where it's going, and this is my Spider-Man impression. This is insane. I look like a snowman.
Oh my God. Like, you. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna go off in the
Let me
shower.
look at your hair.
Studio rafters are insulated, and now I am going to tear out this carpet and also this stage. I don't need the stage in the studio. You don't need the stage.
By the way, thank you to all my patrons who actually told me not to get rid of the stage. You guys were actually right.
I have no clue how to tear out carpet. I'm wearing gloves because I'm about to use my knife and mess shit up. You ready? Let's go.
And now it's time for the real insulation. This took weeks on back order. It finally showed up.
Here is the first pallet, and the second one is on its way, and we gotta fit it in the RV. Woo. Check it out, we're filling the RV.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Good.
We have done it. This was her master plan. Take the RV and, I mean, come on, look at this ridiculousness. It goes all the way back, multiple layers. We have done it. This is much better than getting a U-Haul. You can see it's all lined up. Hi, Nola. To go into the studio. Hi. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be scared. Come on out. I have finished all of the attic insulation, which is 24-inch, which is the stuff up there. As you can see, that is all up there, but I have a lot of extra space. You can see it hangs down. So unfortunately, I didn't buy enough. That's okay. But I'm about to dive into the wall insulation. The attic insulation is up. I'm gonna buy the non-expensive insulation, that pink fiberglass stuff, for that extra foot or so up there. And time to dive into doing the walls with the good stuff. Although this is quite a lot of space. That's 2 different beams. So I'm gonna prioritize this wall first. I'm going to deprioritize that, which is the foundation and outside and the garage. So let's prioritize this wall and let's put the walls in.
Sad day, it wasn't enough insulation. Back to the store.
As you know, I did all my insulation. I ordered a bunch. The original order took weeks and weeks and weeks. I installed it and I still needed way more. So I found some competitor kind of products. Now I'm gonna put those up packed in here. All right, 10 more. I've insulated all of the walls. As you saw, I went and got more insulation. So now I've got the new, less good stuff and then the older, nicer stuff. I don't have enough for the ceiling. This was my second round of buying stuff and I did not get enough for the ceiling. I thought I maybe did, but I did not. And I am now on my last wall of insulation, which is this wall that separates the guitar amp room from our like storage room. So this is the end of the studio. So we're gonna close this off right now. And then I will have rooms
You can already tell it sounds different in here, but I'm definitely planning on adding more insulation, really thickening it up because I got some extra space. All right, let's do the last wall. And I'm also here with TikTok. Hi TikTok, leave a comment, quick. Hello vlog. All right, the car is filled with insulation again. This is attic style, like for the roof of the studio, for the ceiling. Hopefully I have enough. I went back inside to see if there was more, but there's no more at this store. I only have 5 bags today, but it's a different kind of material. I've never worked with it, so rather than just going and trying to find more right now, I'm just gonna work with these 5 that I have, and then we'll see from there how that works and if I gotta go find more insulation. I'm sure somewhere in Nashville I can find some. Figure out how to put this on the roof. I changed my mind. I went to Lowe's. I'm getting more. And finally, the studio is insulated. Hell yeah! And that is the end of insulation, and that is the end of Studio Build episode 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. Drop a like, drop a comment. As you can see, I didn't really know what I was doing, so huge thank you to Steve for all the love that he's been pouring and still pouring into the studio. And this video and the entire Studio Build process would not be possible if it was for my incredible support over on Patreon. These are the people that make it possible to pursue music every single day and keep sharing my heart and my voice with all of you. Seriously, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. You're making this stream a reality, and I couldn't do it without each and every one of them. If you're watching this video and you want to get to know me better and you want to support my voice, my art, my music, my vision, help me take it on the road and get to meet everyone, please consider joining my Patreon, patreon.com/futuresunsets. I was held up on getting to finish all my new original music until the studio was done, and guess what? It's just about done. The next videos in this series get really exciting, so stay tuned, and I'm going to be doing something very special to thank every single patron who's made this studio possible. Head on over to my Patreon where we're currently having a brainstorm and talking about how I can include everyone's names in a special spot in the studio. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one, and as I promised, here are some clips from my cringy 10-year-old studio tour. It's the worst. I don't even know what my humor was. Enjoy. Goodbye! So welcome to my recording studio. I'm gonna take you around and show you some of the cool areas of my studio here. This is our vocal booth.
No.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's check it out. Bring your sewing kit. Welcome to the studio desk. This is where I make things sound pretty and sing and record and my lamp and all that good stuff. This is my Cajun. It's a French percussion instrument box thing. Don't forget to click like and become a fan.